team, which took over the chamber's responsibility barely 2 months ago. On my right, my Vice President, Tolto Vizol. On my left, Henry, the General Secretary. Kcci, Publicity and Information Secretary. Azai, our Women Coordinator. Next to him is Amung. He is the Joint Secretary, Publicity and Information. Then Rukuo, Sanitation Committee, Sanitation Secretary. Then another Vice President, Totoletua. He is the Vice President Organizing. Then Vice President Teja, he is Vice President Action Committee. Then Kevini Sekose, she is Women Coordinator. We have 3 Vice Presidents in Kcci. One is Administration, Vice President for Administration, another one for Organization, and the third one is for Action Committee. At the outset, I would like to extend our heartiest welcome to all the members of Kohima Press Fraternity, be it the from the printing media or from the visual category. The very purpose of our press conference here today is to give about a briefing to the press about the forthcoming Hornbill Night Carnival in Kohima. As we all know, that annually the Kohima Night Carnival is part of the Hornbill calendar, and I should say that it is another major attraction other than the events that are held in our Hornbill site at Kisama. And as time goes on, this has also become an integral part of the Hornbill Festival. So the Kcci, under the aegis of the Kcci, the Night Carnival is organized, and in cooperation with the Tourism Department, District Administration, the KMC, the Kcci used to organize the Night Carnival in Kohima. And this year too, beginning from the 1st of December till the 10th of December, the Night Carnival will be organized in the main town of Kohima. On our side, we would like to request our press fraternity to extend your cooperation, goodwill with us, as you have done in the previous years. For every event or every program to be successful, the cooperation from the press is very important and very crucial. So from this press conference, we would like to make the citizens of Kohima as well as the tourists know that we are organizing the Night Carnival as annually done, and that they can look forward to be part of the Night Carnival. They can come and revel in the Night Carnival. We would also like to welcome each and every one of you for sparing your time to come and listen to our side of the story, so that you can be our medium, a catalyst to publicize the very program that we are organizing. And on the side of the Kcci, for efficient management in organizing and conducting the Night Carnival, we have come up with a management committee headed by my Vice President Administration, Mr. Tolto Vizol, and Member Secretary Azai Karo. So the details of our Night Carnivals will be shared by them. And on the other side, you can also pose questions where in our sharing we fail to cover, or if we have skipped on any vital or crucial parts that the public need to know. Thank you.
Thank you for the time. As stated by our President, this year also we are organizing the Hornbill Night Carnival, and like previous years, will be conducting in the main town area with stalls, different kinds of stalls and entertainments. This year we have around 120 to 130 vendors, there is stalls. And I mean, there are food stalls, there are other stalls which, I mean, there are other stalls with different types of items. We're encouraging the local entrepreneurs to display their products and also to for them to outsource their talents, and also will be an income generation for them also. So the other things, if you have any queries or things, you can please.
What will be the timings?
The timings will be from 3:30 p.m. It starts from 4 to 9, but the stalls will get ready by 3:30, meaning that the entry to the town will be closed by 3:30. From Y Junction to Razu Point, yeah, they are run by the other organizations. It doesn't come under Kcci.
Like this year, we have come across in social media that from Kcci area to high school, the LTEL Youth Organization Kohima Village will be organizing night bazaar. Then even in VOC area, TKL Youth Organization used to organize night bazaar, but those are organized by youth from the locality, and our night carnival is part and parcel of the Hornbill Festival. So I think that distinction should be made clear and should be clear with the people also. Ours is part of the Hornbill calendar. Theirs is more or less, they are also trying to add more flavor to our night carnival, to our Hornbill evening. However, they are not part of the Hornbill Festival. And even after our night carnival is done and out, perhaps they might continue till the festive season. So that is the difference between those night bazaars and our night carnival.
What will be the rules for the entry of vehicles route?
Yes, initially we were also bothered about the road diversion, because local ground was under construction and handed over to the contractor. So we approached the district administration, since it is their lookout, and the district administration has made all arrangements so that the contractor also are made to allow the passage of vehicles through the local ground. However, a condition had been set by the contractor is that they will allow the passage but won't allow any parking. And for parking, we have requested the district administration has assured us that the multi-level parking could be utilized for parking. Yes, the new one. It is yet to be inaugurated. However, we were assured that the facility will be made available for parking during the night carnival.
From the economy point of view, can you tell us what is the generation like during this Hornbill Festival in the past, and what's your expectation this time?
Sorry,
Who's going to cover up? Like we used to collect a fee of rupees 3,000 for regular tables. Then 6,000 for semi-premium and 10,000 for premium. The revenue we generate from the Kcci point of view, that is utilized for the various arrangement, preparation, hires, and salaries that we incur during the night carnival. The stall runners, the vendors, we were told that in the earlier editions also, the tourism department tried to collect, undertake a data collection of how much sale they used to generate during the night carnival. However, disappointingly, they said that they never get the actual, the vendors don't give the actual sales that they generate. So in our previous discussion, in our meeting, we were also thinking that why not we Kcci appeal to our vendors, approach our vendors and try to get an actual picture of how much revenue they generate during night carnival, so that we also can understand, can also be satisfied that what we are organizing annually is also helping the public during the night carnival.
There are instances when there are a lot of same item vendors. So are you trying to do anything about that? To add more variety?
Yes, yes. That is also one of the key mooting points that we had during the course of discussion for this year's edition. Like what we were discussing is that since we were given very little time to prepare for this year's edition, hardly 2 months after we assume office, the night carnival preparation came calling. So we were not given that much time to think for innovative or any other sort of like changing the contours of the night carnival. But as you said, there are sometimes most of the food stalls happens to be dealing with the same cuisine. So this year what we were thinking is that for next year we will try to collect as much ideas from this year's edition and try to bring out fresh, new and innovative ideas in the next edition. And we want to encourage more local cuisines, local food stalls in the coming editions. But for this year's edition, whatever we have applications we receive, we have to accommodate them.
So also usually what happens during Hornbill and night carnivals and all these things is that the price escalates, items of the price,
Yes, yes.
So is the Kcci looking anything to it? Because normally in the normal days we will maybe buy a plate of food for like ₹200, but then during Hornbill it like shoots up to like 400 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll just add to that. That's the complaint we always used to get to hear from the public. So what we try to do this year is, along with the form, when they submit their form, we have a price list where they mention whatever they are going to sell along with the prices. So we try to control the prices, not to go exorbitant. Of course, everybody is there to make a profit for business, but then just to keep the prices along the same line as the regular business days rest of the year. So we will be doing that during the event also.
Also, you had mentioned it's a new theme and you're taking up this, what was annually being practiced, but I'd like to hear your perspective on why you think a nightlife like this or a night bazaar like this is so interesting. Why do you think people look forward to it? I mean, what's important about an event like this?
I think during night carnival, especially it's a festive season, then it coincides, the inaugural coincides with the anniversary of our statehood day. And in the academic calendar of students, I think by this time most of the final exams are over. So when they have been stressed with academic burden, they would like to go out and have a sigh of relief by participating in the night carnival. That is one area that I find people coming out to revel in the night carnival. The second thing is that it's a time for the family to, normally Naga families don't go out to hotels for dinner or have a good time. So night carnival also happens to be a time when families can go out for dinner, especially in the food stalls in night carnival. That is another thing. And I think perhaps our night carnival is also a copy of what we used to see often in social medias, like in Bangkok street nights. Actually, I don't know how to name them, but there are certain shops which runs their local cuisine for tourists, especially people who visit Bangkok or other South Asian countries used to come and share with us that even at night they used to, their markets are very lively and they used to sell their local cuisine, their local menus, products. So I think it's another reflection of such experiences we come across in other countries.
Sir, will this time also the KBY will take over as like the volunteers?
No. Earlier, when local ground was used as a mela, the KVYO volunteers used to be on round-the-clock duty. And when the traffic is diverted to pass through the local ground, they assist in managing the traffic, helping the traffic police also. This year, we are managing from our own side some youth to help us in managing the law and order within the parameter of our night carnival. Of course, police and traffic also will be there. However, many a times when a situation is handled by police, people tend to take it otherwise. So we want to have our own local security, and we are going to brief them that they should be there to help in trying to solve or settle the differences, not to provoke or not to create more scene or situation.
In a way, we're promoting them also, and
Yeah.
they can also generate some income.
Sir, also will you be providing any phone number in case of the Kcci site?
Helplines will be provided.
Yes, yes.
Apart from this carnival, is the new team planning to come up with any initiatives?
Right now, as soon as we assume office, we could only take up two issues. One is to collect the pending membership fee. The second is to start preparing for our night carnival. So we are yet to have a settled discussion to plan out for our town or for the business community. We can get that.
We've also taken time as in to check the stretch of Kohima town, and what we found out was with this street lamps, the solar lights, they were not as in like illuminating the town of Kohima. So we took up this issue and we wrote a letter to the new and renewable energy department, to the director, and I believe they will be looking into the service.
Will there be shows and concerts during the stretch of night carnival?
Yes, yes, we have live music performances, and one more interesting points we have added to this event is we're going to give some awards for the stalls we have like sub awards like best stall, most innovative stall, cleanest stall, and even for the buildings, best decorated buildings in that stretch of night carnival and all.
Will you be allowing sale of alcohol or local brew within the cities?
We are also going dry, dry like our state.
So it will be strictly monitored?
Yes, yes. We are not allowing that.
Not even the local.
No.
If it's sealed and labeled, as in for local promotions, if it's sealed and bottled, labeled, no serving there. Because,
Takeaway.
yeah,
Yes,
more or less
takeaway.
a takeaway thing.
Yes, right. Like some entrepreneurs are coming up with various type of food wines. So we also want to give them the opportunity to market their products. However, we have strictly told them that we won't allow them to serve in the stalls.
What about testers?
Maybe that you have to personally deal with the producers, manufacturers.
Regarding the award, will there be a cash prize or?
We will give a citation and might go for these articles. And here we will also like to give the opportunity to our press friends to be on the selection board for one item. That is what we have discussed. But we will let you know in the later stages which will be the most suitable for the press to be the one selecting the awardee. And another thing is on the inaugural night, that is 1st of December, we have requested all our vendors to be there in their stalls, in their stations, wearing a traditional attire to make it more traditional. That is what we have requested. For a start, we will begin with one apparel or one item. In future, we might even insist that that night to everyone, whoever he be from this tribe or that tribe, come in their traditional costume. We also want to promote our culture.
When you give the awards,
Most innovative stall, cleanest stall, best decorated building.
How many business establishments are registered under KCCI so far?
That's other than the night carnival, no?
Yes.
Yeah. When we went to the KMC, they said they used to, they have shop registration amounting to 5,000, in between 5,000 and 6,000. But when KCCI goes for membership registration, we hardly cross 3,000. So every shop should be registered and be a member of KCCI. But there are certain areas where we cannot reach. That's one thing. The second thing is that there are some shops that remain to stay away from KCCI membership.
And why is that, sir?
I don't know what was the reason that they like to stay independent of KCCI. But some business organizations, once they try to come up with a parallel body in place, a body parallel to KCCI. So must be some leftover grudges from those times or whatsoever. I'm not quite sure. We haven't discussed that. I think our night carnival should be free, and everyone who wants to be a visitor, who wants to be a customer, I think they should have free access. I think everything should not be on ticket system.
Then what about like doing the live concert?
Some chairs, some interested parties has approached us that they want to take time to present special numbers or take the evening. However, we have not planned that we will charge tickets. The thing is, we will arrange the venue. They have to bring their own sound system, lighting, or whatsoever, because we Kcci, we need not have that sort of sound system to monitor the night carnival. So on our side, we are not arranging any sound system. So if a band wants to come and
For that matter, any groups or individuals who wants to promote themselves, they can avail the stage. We will be providing a stage for them.
On the 9th, Kohima is organizing a concert. Some bands are coming in to the night carnival. You are aware of that?
yes, we got the information. So we, in response, we said that we will allow them to perform. We will also provide them the stage, the venue. However, they have to make all the other arrangements like lighting or sound system, any special effects, because on our part we are not making all those arrangements.
So are the stalls officially out, sold out?
Yes.
We just finished sorting the stalls. We have issued license already, and they're ready.
So you had mentioned 120 to 130. Do you have the exact figure?
Some applicants, they're yet to come and collect their license. That's why we have just given you a tentative number from 120 to 130. Some they'll apply 11 hour, they are out of station or something like that, so they pick up.
And some areas we have to reserve because in Nagaland VIP quota na. So
Oh, in short, like, how many licenses you have issued? As you said, that you have already sorted the
Yeah, see, 120 is already issued, 10 is pending. Yeah. There are lots of applicants, then we have to screen, select the best ones. Yeah.
I'm sure students also participate in this.
Students? Yes, a lot of student bodies, groups,
clubs, associations, like
SHGs,
some self-help group also.
church bodies. Yeah.
Yes.
Just being increasingly, this is not right, but how do you differentiate that premium, whatever the stores? How you
For regular stalls, it's 2 tables. For semi-premium, it's 4 tables, and for premium, it's 6 tables. So,
Yeah. Usually items which are selling just toys and woolen items, they don't require a big space. So for 2 tables, there's all the woolen items and all the toys selling stalls, they come under the regular. Now the premium and semi-premium, when we go through the forms, if they have something very different to offer, if the items are like very new and innovative, then we try to offer them the premium stalls. They'll have bigger space. Yeah, that way. Then
mostly the food stalls and all come under premium and semi-premium because they need space to serve the customers.
Will there be innovation program?
Yes. But we are still looking for a special guest. So details are cannot be shared right now. We are still looking for a special guest.
pipeline also yet to be?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So,
Actually, it's there in the Hornbill calendar.
Night carnival pipeline.
Yeah, we have about 3 numbers.
Initially, we thought that this year night carnival might be hampered because local ground is under construction. The contractors, they have been given a very specific time to complete the work. So if they started the work in full swing mode, then they might not allow any trespassing. So we were not little, but we are much bothered. We thought even if we started issuing the forms, at the last minute we might have to cancel the night carnival or shift it to another shift to Plan B. That was what we are thinking. However, our deputy commissioner, the DC and the KMC, they were very supportive towards our night carnival. We shared with them the problem of that road diversion. So DC called the joint coordination committee, where the SP, KMC, Kcci, that smart city authorities were also there. And DC gave a direction that whatever the cost might be, since this is a state event, the road has to be made available. And the KMC also, they went and talked to the contractors, and the contractors were quite good enough to understand our problem and allow our the passage for the downward flow of the vehicles. So here we also would like to extend our appreciation and gratitude to our district administration, KMC, Smart City, and even the police. So I will request that if you can also give a little stress on that part. Then in the joint meeting called by the Deputy Commissioner, we have convened a social work for Kohima Town on 30th of November. So as per the directive given by the notification and directive given by the DC, all shops should remain closed from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. and all shops must clean up their premises, beautify them, and decorate them. Decorate them too. We have already requested our members to decorate and even give lighting decorations also. And here we have also appealed to the all Kohima municipal ward panchayats, if they can request their panchayats to request the members, residents of the these colonies to come up with light decorations. So they have also given a notice, circular to other panchayats. So that way we are trying to spruce up Kohima Town to welcome our festive month.
There, during this event of the night carnival, we are strictly prohibited the use of plastics and all the disposable items which the KMC has already put up the order. All the thermocol plates, everything, plastic spoons and cups, everything. So we'll be, we have already briefed the stall vendors also to use only paper cups and plates to serve their foods in the stalls. Yes, yes.
Right. Will that do?
Yeah.
Thank you once again for earnestly coming to our call to have this press conference. We will be soliciting your cooperation, and even during the course of the night.
Piles Care Center, address Burma Camp, Walford Road, opposite Police Point, Dimapur. Contact number 9863758600, 690-971-7178.